Do you sit all day and feel tight in your low back, in your pelvis area and hips? I'm Dr. Gigi, and this is your 1% better tip of the day. If you answered yes to those questions, then I'm going to show you today 2 great exercises that are going to help to stretch out those areas there. First of all, the first one is for the piriformis muscle. The piriformis muscle is a muscle that comes from the inside of our sacrum, which is this bone that's in between our pelvis, so right in here, and that comes around and it wraps around into our femur on the back. So this is the one that helps us bring our legs out when we bend them, when we bring our legs out like this, and it also helps us abduct our legs outwards. So this can get really tight because we sit a lot, or if you're like a runner or you walk long distance, things like that can cause inflammation on that muscle. And because it sits exactly on top of the sciatic nerve, it can also cause that burning pain down the leg and down to our foot. So this is a great exercise I'm going to show you right now, or a stretch I should say, that will help with that. So what you want to do is you want to lay down. You can use it on your carpet, yoga mat, bed, if you want to do it in the morning. You want to come into the figure 4. So if it's this is the tight side, then this is the leg that comes over into this figure 4. From there, for some people, it might be very, very tight, and the only thing they can do is just bring their leg and push their knee inwards. For me, for example, I'm not feeling the stretch because I'm more looser, so this would be for someone that's very, very tight. If you're not feeling anything with this, what you want to do is actually grab through your figure 4, grab your thigh, and you want to pull it towards your body. And you're going to hold that there, and you should feel the stretch right in this area here in the glute area. And that's how you know that you're stretching that piriformis muscle. You want to hold that close. You can hold this for about 30 seconds and then do that 30 times, relax, and then bring it back in, and you want to do it 3 times, 30 seconds 3 times. And you can go ahead and do the other side. If you're at work and you're starting to feel like you're sitting down and you want to stretch that area out, you can also do it while you're sitting. So you can just bring, again, figure 4, but instead of bringing your leg up, what you're going to do, you're going to pivot your back towards your leg downwards, and you're going to feel that again in that stretch. Just make sure that your knee is angled out. If you need to push it a little bit downwards to make that more of a tenser stretch, then you can do so. But make sure you have a straight back and you just come towards your leg downwards like this. And the further you go, the more you're going to feel that stretch there. Again, 30 seconds, 3 times. So that is our piriformis muscle. Now I have a stretch for the psoas, and this is, again, for people that are sitting a long time. And I'll show you exactly where this muscle is located. So this comes from the back of our spine in the lower back here, and it wraps around, it goes through our pelvis and into the groin area, into the inside of our femur bone in here. So it wraps around and goes through, and it connects right through here. So this is, again, this muscle, what it does, it helps us bend over, it helps us bend forward and to the side, and also it's the one that we use constantly when we're sitting in this position, when we're walking, when we're going upstairs. That is our hip flexor. So how to get this stretched, there's different ways. If you want a more easier way that's not gonna be as intense, then you can start out with just a lunge. So what it looks like, you come, if this is the tight side, you want to come down, lunge down, and what you're going to do, make sure that you're 90 degrees. You never want to be in this kind of position because you're putting too much pressure on your knees. You want to make sure that your knee is 90, and then what you're going to do, you're going to pivot forward. So you want to open up this area, so you're going to pivot forward, and the further you go down, the better. You want to make sure you're keeping your body upright. You don't want to be in this position, you won't feel anything. So now you should feel a nice stretch throughout here. If you want something more advanced and you can go further down, then having a bench or some kind of, maybe your bed or platform, something that's higher, that will allow your leg to go up on top of it would be a perfect surface. So you want to come again into this lunge position. Again, you want to make sure that your knee is not going over your toe. You want to have a good opening, a stance there. And then you're going to, again, just lean in, bend your knees, and let your leg straighten all the way down. You don't want to be bending your leg like this or anything like that. You want to just be straight, and you just lean in. Again, this exercise, you hold 30 seconds here, and then you can do it 3 times. The last one that is even a little bit more advanced is also called the pigeon stretch. This one is you bring your, I'll do it on this side. You bring your leg up front, you hold it in front of you like this, and then you want to come down and make sure your leg is straight ahead down. And this is again the same thing as the one that we just did on the table. And make sure always for this one to bring your body down, up, never forward. Okay, so these are the 2 stretches. Check them out. Both of them are 30-second holds for 3 times, and you can do them as many times as you need throughout your day. Maybe after you do a long walk, or if you've been sitting for too long, you can go ahead and do that. So check them out and let me know how they work for you.